So hope y'all enjoy. Is it working?
Just get to run laps while this is going on.
That's part of my job in this shit. I gotta leave.
It's true.
I'm just shocked that's the first time he moved it.
Just running up ladder. Bill is for sure.
Shame on them! Sir? Yeah, that was totally cool. Watch your fucking mouth. Watch your fucking mouth!
Videos. Yeah, good stuff. We watched Face Off last week, and that was the one where it's like, shut your fucking mouth. That's from that movie. What movie is that? We haven't done that one
Yeah, we
yet.
haven't. We'll see it.
Yeah, it's on the list.
I know you do, honey.
I love him so much.
I said, put the bunny back in the box.
Can't wait to watch Wicker Man. I'm so excited. I have it pulled up. Did I do it right?
Relatively has some lady viewers.
I'd like to take his
Yeah.
face.
Oh, we get viewers after the fact. Like we get views.
I know, we've been watching it.
I'm sorry I was such a
I'm done.
saint before, and I'm such a prick now.
You're going down!
So behind.
You're behind one. Oh yeah.
So behind.
Mine's like on my phone. It's lagged.
Dope.
Oh, it's done. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Talk about Kill Chain.
Kill Chain.
Bill Chain.
Yeah, so we saw this one is on Amazon Video. Is what 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of it. We kind of picked this one randomly this week.
Yeah.
Because usually we come up with one at the end of the previous week, but I wasn't here.
I like the summary of this video, even though it didn't really make sense with the movie, because the summary was what, like three people.
Three strangers are involved in a conflict.
Yeah, three strangers are involved in a conflict.
There's a lot of strangers.
I don't know if I'm counting right, but I feel like there's more than three.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
there's
more
like the two
Um,
cop guys and the two assassin guys, and there's that Mexican lady, then there's that other Mexican lady, two hookers, Nic Cage,
Yeah. But we all know Nic Cage. He's not one of the strangers.
that dude that got poisoned,
Yeah,
and then the other two hombres that show up at the end.
yeah.
So that's like, what, like 36 people?
At least.
I lost count, but yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
It's a real kill chain.
Yeah.
A lot of double crossing action
crossing.
going on in this. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert. if
Yeah,
you
we're just
got-
going to get right into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should
Uh,
just start putting it in the title. Just be like, spoilers.
Spoiler.
yeah.
Because if you're going to talk about a movie, you might as well just go right into spoilers.
Yeah. Kill Chain, I think, was it's hard to follow for me. Like, from the very beginning, I had no idea what was going on for, like, the first, like, hour and a half.
Elijah,
I don't-
you
I don't
called
think-
it pretty early.
Well, see, the movie is an hour and a half long.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I think Yeah, it took me about 10 minutes. I don't think it was until after the first scene. It was like when it transitioned into the fake cop car,
Yeah.
where I was like, oh, okay. So there's always gonna be a scene where someone dies because it literally killed Chain.
Right.
And
I guess that
everyone's-
makes sense.
Everyone's a link in the fence, not a fence, but the chain.
Didn't
yeah.
Fleetwood Mac have a song about kill chains?
Yeah, definitely.
The kill chain a rockin' and it keeps on
Do they still-
going
they-
on.
They still perform?
Uh,
No.
No, it was. Never mind. I'm done.
So yeah, Nick Cage has a beard.
That
Yes.
beard is fantastic.
You like it?
I love
It
it.
said in the trivia that I looked up that he wanted to just have a mustache. I'm glad.
I'm glad he
went
went with
full
the beard because it's hard to take someone with a weenie duster seriously. No offense if you have one.
Yeah, but Nick Cage can pull it off.
He can pull it off, but the beard
had
is-
he had a good mustache in the movie he was in with Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
The
and
Trust.
The Trust.
He
there was
had a
good movie-
little
there was
bit of a
good
mustache for a scene in Face Off where he's like killing the dude, like he's the sniper that killed his kid.
Oh, at the beginning.
At the very beginning, and it's
Yeah.
like 6 or 10 years earlier.
I was
and
really
he's-
hoping that would stay throughout the movie.
Oh, by the way, that's a 5 on my. When I'm gauging Cage, that's a 5 out of 5 for a Cage
yeah.
performance,
Yeah.
and then a 4 for the movie.
But that's for Face
So,
Off.
yeah, I'm talking about Face Off
Okay.
because I didn't get to give my.
Yeah, you wasn't here last
I
week.
wasn't
So
here
4
last
for a
week.
movie and 5 out of 5.
Yeah, for Cage.
For-
Yeah.
Because it's kind of that movie. For real quickly, it's kind of I think an extension of his performance in Vampire's Kiss.
I was
He
gonna
does a
say
lot of
that's
the same
rare
sort
for
of-
you to give him a perfect score.
Exactly.
You've only done it
for
twice.
Vampire's Kiss, yeah.
I think I gave him a 5 on Con Air, or maybe it was like a 4.5 or something.
Yeah, I don't know if I think maybe 2 or 3 5s for me so far.
Mm-hmm.
What would the third one be? Willy's Wonderland. Did he get a 5 in that?
I don't think he did. Now that I think about it,
Mm.
maybe it was 4.5. Anyway, we got a 5 for Face Off and a 5 for Vampire's Kiss.
Speaking of Vampire's Kiss and Nicolas Cage, he is going to play Dracula,
Ooh,
I believe.
he'll be a great Dracula.
Mm-hmm. And
He's
he's
a great Dracula.
yeah. And I had actually an article pulled up about it, but my computer like shit the bed. So I think it's called. I'm gonna look it up here. It's like Ren something. I think Ren is like his side.
Ren, yeah, well, Ren is the guy in Dracula who's in the mental hospital. He has one of my favorite quotes. I'm gonna butcher this, but he's like,
Renfield is the
Ren-
name of the movie.
yeah. "Oh, that'll be excellent! I can't wait." Dracula is one of my favorite like gothic novels.
Yeah, I've never read it before.
I've read it a couple times. It's fantastic.
I've seen. Oh, never mind. That's Young Frankenstein. That's something different.
It's completely different.
Yeah, it's a good book. But anyway, back to Kill Chain.
Oh, right. Yeah, back to this movie.
Uh,
Yeah, it really is just like a chain of events of people killing other people. And then you find out
Yeah.
it's all connected.
I did like the
Okay.
gunfight in the car, like the
Oh,
two
yeah, that
guys.
was-
Yeah, that
yeah.
was good.
Like one guy's in the front seat and one guy's in the back seat, and it's a cop car. So there's like a
And it is
Yeah,
kind of
Cage
it is
thing.
kind of a clever way to get a jump on him at the end of it when he just hangs the dead guy's feet
Yeah.
out. It was
yeah,
kind of
he,
a
like shot out
he
his
pops
ankles.
up and he's like, "Gotcha." Well, I think he doesn't say that,
I think
but
he said sorry.
He said
sorry
sorry
to him. Yeah,
and
and
he's
he
like,
shot
"Sorry,
him.
Yeah.
buddy." Pow.
yeah, it's also the dude from True Blood, which I was a True Blood person.
Is that a vampire movie?
It's a show, and it's kind of silly, but it's entertaining. At least the first couple seasons are, and then it kind of gets out there. But
I thought he had a cigarette in the first scene he shows up in, but it turns out he's just a sucker.
I thought he had a toothpick.
He is a sucker.
But it's just a sucker, yeah. It's kind of like that guy in Willy's Wonderland where you thought he had a cigar when he picks up Nick Cage, but it turns out he just had a Slim Jim. the
It's
whole
a, yeah,
time.
it's a meat stick.
It's a Slim Jim.
It's
Yeah.
not a Slim Jim. It's thicker than a Slim Jim, but he has a meat
Yeah, it's just
stick.
like one of those damn, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Um,
he just
Yeah,
always has
he's just
one-
constantly just sucking on
I
a
don't know why.
meat stick.
It's like, just eat it. What the heck? But anyway,
I mean, I thought Nicolas Cage had some cool lines, like when the two guys show up that are with the organization, and he's like, "I don't know, I'm just that's the employee. That only employees are allowed back there." I thought that was pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
His
Oh,
mom-
Tim's watching. What's up, Tim?
Hi, Tim.
Hey.
He said the chicks in True Blood are smoking.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Speaking of that,
That's what we're
there's
talking about.
titties in this movie.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
there's
true.
And,
there's
kill
boobs.
chains.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see 2 boobs. Elijah thought it was 5 at first,
No. I was just.
but I had
was
to
trying-
clarify.
I was thinking about the total count of boobs we've seen in Cage movies. So
Yeah,
far.
well, we
I
kind of
think
we stopped
maybe it was
counting
6.
because we hit a cold streak.
Yeah,
there
there's
for a little
definitely
while.
Yeah.
quite a few without any.
It was like the first 4 we did
them.
had tits, and
Face
then
Off didn't.
they could do like a offshoot. Let's like tits off,
No.
where they have to swap
Where they
titties.
swap
Oh.
John Travolta and Nick Cage have to swap.
Mhm.
That's the
Oh.
sequel.
Yeah,
What?
Panda had a good point about Face Off. We keep going back to Face Off.
We do.
That's because you
It's
weren't
true.
here
I
last
feel like
time.
it's because you weren't here, so
Yeah.
we're like, we gotta.
Listen, I
So they're
was-
switching faces, and they're different blood types. Like they talk about how they're different blood types.
They
So
touch
wouldn't
on it.
so wouldn't your body reject?
a different face.
Yeah.
I have
because it's an
no
organ.
idea.
I mean, your skin is an organ, and it just really annoyed me. Like that they touch on it, they just like glaze over it. They're like, you're different skin types, or blood types, but like, it's cool.
They say that you
Yeah.
won't.
It's just it's cool.
They say that
Cool.
no one will recognize because he's talking about like you'll have the same skin color or whatever, or same voice. You'll have
Oh,
different
yeah.
blood types, but they won't be
Yeah,
able to
Tim,
tell.
we saw it. We're definitely gonna go see that movie when it comes out.
I've not seen the trailer for The Weight of Unbearable.
Oh, I've
Oh, I can't wait. I haven't seen
I've
it.
seen
I don't like trailers
yeah,
because
I-
they give the whole movie
Yeah,
away.
I kind of don't want to see the trailer.
I thought we saw it together. Didn't I show it to you?
probably did.
I feel like I saw it because you forget stuff.
I
so
do
quick.
forget stuff.
I know I showed it to you. Now I think about it, I showed it to you at work, and you were just like, "Oh yeah, man, that was cool." And then
I think I've
I guess
seen,
it was
like-
just like
I think I've seen like
one
bits
eye
of
got
it.
together.
I don't think I've seen the whole thing all the way through. And if I did, I blocked it out
But
because that's one of my superpowers is having the memory of a goldfish.
We're gonna get a crew together to go watch it when it drops. in theaters.
Goldfish are
Yeah.
happy people.
Dude, they're fish.
Mm-hmm.
Fish people.
We could get a fish.
Fish are friends.
I asked you about fish and you said no.
Yeah, well, now I'm saying yeah.
Really?
If you want, yeah, we should get fish.
His answer changed.
Okay.
I like the beta fish.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I had one. His name was Uno, and he was the best boy.
We can get one and name him Dos.
No.
The sequel.
no.
Okay, well, it'll have its own personality.
We'll circle back to that later.
Okay.
It will be named-
Or it could be like Uno Dos, like Uno 2.
What was Nick Cage's character's name? The spider.
Aranya?
Aranya. Yeah.
Does he have a name in this movie?
No, I don't think any of the characters have names. But I
Really?
think they're all like they consider this like a neo noir film, which is what I read. But I think they all have like Lady in Red or like some kind of like
Oh.
you know
character description.
character
Huh.
description that's kind of like
It's the second movie we've seen where Nick Cage's character isn't named though.
what was the other?
Willy's Wonderland.
Oh yeah.
He was just the janitor.
Yeah. What if he was Willie? What if his name was Willie? Just saying. Just putting it out there. Yeah. I this movie's right. I like some of his lines. He's pretty cool. Like.
The best part of the movie is just when he's talking.
Mm-hmm.
He went on monologue just explaining the whole why everything happened in the movie.
Yeah.
He went into the whole backstory of it. Just his storytelling is good, and then he started crying because his partner's
Oh,
adopted
yeah.
daughter died. That was good.
That was a great scene.
He was
He did
very
really
good.
good. There's still so many plot holes there, though. Like,
And none of it. It's so convoluted.
because it's convoluted, and it's like he hires these 2 hitmen, and then everything would have to like fall exactly like
Just
into
right.
place for it to circle back like it does.
It's like he's been hanging out in this hotel for a year in Mexico just so that this opportunity of a night can happen so that he can get revenge
Where
on all of his
everything-
enemies. But they all have to show up to the hotel is the thing.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
there's really no way that he could guarantee that they would all show
No.
up to the hotel. Not in the way that we saw.
Yeah.
I mean, it coincidentally happened, but
It felt like a coincidence, but apparently Nick Cage planned it the whole time.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, in any kind of high stress situation, a million things go wrong, and you can't really plan on what somebody's gonna do.
and that's another thing too is like he got really lucky in this as well. Like when the 2 gangster guys have their guns on him, and he starts selling them that story so that he doesn't get shot right away.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's just delaying
He was
them.
just banking on them not shooting him.
Right.
But even then, like at the end when the gunfight does break out, like he could have gotten shot then as well. Like it kind of like it was super, super, super risky. And I mean, of course, he's Nic Cage, so he's like, "Oh, I got this. It's fine," and it worked out fine because he's Nic Cage. But that's the
it's
only
the best
reason.
plot armor to have is just being Nic Cage.
I guess so.
Agreed, yeah.
Unless you're in, let me think,
He died.
Rage.
He didn't die in Rage.
We
Technically,
didn't see it happen, but it was gonna happen.
Oh no, I don't
'Cause
think so.
The games were converging on him. He was just holed up in his bedroom. It was gonna happen.
I don't
There's
think
only
it
one
happened.
conclusion. What else? The Trust. And again, we didn't. He was definitely dead.
How's he die in that one? Oh no.
Elijah Wood shot him.
No, he's not dead. in that
Elijah
one
Wood
either.
shot him.
Yeah, but not to death.
I did think they were going to play the whole. He played dead earlier on in the movie card, but then he was just like Elijah Wood checked. He was dead.
Yeah.
I was real upset about that.
Same.
Same. I tried to
There
like
was
forget
no-
that movie because it made me kind of mad.
There was no payoff to that movie. I loved Elijah Wood. I loved Nic Cage, but that movie was very
Right.
disappointing.
Right.
But I'm not convinced that he died in either of those. The only one that we know of, and I don't really consider this a death because he doesn't
He
die,
goes right back to hell.
but he
yeah.
goes back to hell. And was that Drive Angry?
Yeah, Drive Angry.
That was a pretty good movie.
I would rewatch that one.
That
There's
was-
a few of these that I would not rewatch so far, but that one I would definitely watch it again.
Yeah, Drive Angry is one of his like. I mean, he has tons of obscure movies. This being one of them, Kill Chain. But for his like obscure kind of indie low budget movie, Drive Angry was pretty good.
I enjoyed that one.
Right.
You didn't see that one, did you, Panda?
That was pre-Panda.
Pre-Panda. Yeah, he like escapes from hell to like get revenge because he's Nic Cage. That's what he does. And then once he gets revenge, he like willingly goes.
And he just goes
to hell.
back, yeah.
Yeah. He's
And then
"Alright,
he's just
I'm
like, yeah, I'll probably escape again.
good." yeah. Well,
So
is
good.
it the devil that takes him back, or is it
It was
like,
like,
no? It's like his
the
demon.
accountant.
Oh yeah, that guy. Is that
Another
Kevin-
unnamed character.
That's not Kevin Spacey, is it?
No, that was it was just some guy. We talked about how he just looks like a villain.
He's in everything.
Yeah, he's like you
Or
feel
he
like
used
he's
to be.
in a bunch of stuff, and he just
Yeah.
looks like a villain.
Yeah, Drive Angry was dope.
I feel like if I saw that person, I'd be like, oh yeah, that
Yeah,
guy.
he just looks like a villain.
Yeah.
And you feel bad just to have the look of a villain, you know. Oh, here's that scene where he thinks he's got him.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, this was the better gunfight out of this.
Yeah, so-
between this one and the gunfight at the end, the gunfight at the end just felt like it went on too long.
It did, and like the point, like there's, I don't even know a lot about guns, but there's no way that they wouldn't have had to reload. Like they just continuously shooting out of like revolvers or
The
Yeah,
shotgun
like
too.
a shotgun at
Yeah,
one point.
so the revolver they were using should only have like 5 or 6
5 or
shots.
6, yeah. And then what's the like a handgun? I don't know how many those have, but
They can have like
15 up to 15.
12. I was
15 is a
thinking 12.
lot.
Yeah, I think up to 15.
Like 9 to 12 is more normal.
Yeah.
but there's definitely more than 9 to 12 that are popped off. It just kind of annoyed me.
Yeah, it felt too much.
The lady in red, I guess she's the. Well, I was gonna say she's the real winner in this because
She is.
She just
did up with all the stuff.
did
Yeah.
She
he?
did good. The actress did. I don't never seen her in anything else, but she did a good job.
She did good.
She did good. Nic Cage was good in this, but there were
Rico-
some performances that were not good.
There were some. The Rico dude that was in Just Shoot Me. I kept like he's like the first assassin in the movie, and I was like, I know fucking know he's been in something. He's in Just Shoot Me. He did a good job.
Yeah, he was
I
good.
thought.
So is this girl's motivation strictly money? Like she just wants to
I
get out?
think so. Yeah, she wants to get out of this whole situation.
Yeah,
Because
but
I mean, now that you know about this guy, who would want to stick around this guy?
why is she helping him then? I mean, she doesn't know the events to follow are
she
going to
thought
happen.
he was part of her to get out.
She's an opportunist.
Oh, I guess she did. She's an opportunist. I mean, she pretty much admits it, but I guess she figured he was her ticket out. But it's like he's still a shady motherfucker.
Yeah.
She tried
don't
to save
know.
him though, kinda.
Yeah.
Even though he's a piece of shit that killed his homeboy.
I can't remember his name in True Blood, but my friend was like legitimately obsessed with him in True Blood. Like
How many seasons was True Blood?
fucking way too many.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it is it
Some
over
shows
now?
just go on.
Yeah,
too
it was. I mean, it was insane. Like it was one of those things. Like I watched, and the first couple seasons were good, and then I was like, "Fuck! I've already wasted so much of my life. I might as well keep on." And I was like, "Fuck! This is fucking awful." and then it ended, and I was just like really pissed off. Yeah.
Did it have a good ending?
No.
No.
No, I wouldn't recommend. Like, I would recommend the first 2 seasons of that show to literally anybody because it's pretty good.
Was there an actor in that died like while that show was still going on?
Not that I know of.
Maybe I'm thinking.
But
of
I
something
mean,
else.
it could be.
I'm pretty sure it's a different show.
It's like Sons of Anarchy, maybe. Was
Sons of
that the one?
Anarchy, maybe.
It was a good show.
I think there's a guy that like, I don't know.
But anyway, she was obsessed with that guy. Like,
I
as
prefer-
a adult woman was. Like,
Wait, this guy?
yeah, she thought he was just the hottest fucking guy she'd ever seen. I'm like, his eyes are really close together. I mean, he's cute, but like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Anyway, back to Kill Chain.
Tim says he was mostly just eye candy after the first season.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I don't think he's that good looking.
I think he means
He's
the whole.
cute. I mean,
he's not, like,
think
ugly,
The
but-
show was eye candy after the first season.
Really, there was a lot of like
what
really
channel
hot
was it-
people involved.
What channel
in that
was it
show.
on? Was it CW?
HBO.
Oh, it was HBO.
I think it was HBO. And then the song, the intro song. But yeah, that show had a lot of ridiculously good-looking people, especially considering it was based in
Showtime.
Louisiana.
Wow.
I mean, no, there's
Take
just
that,
not.
Louisiana.
I mean, I'm
Hey, you're
sorry,
southern.
but like,
You're probably gross.
like
looking.
you'd have to go to like New York or like fucking Milan or someplace really crazy to have that many gorgeous people. Like, just no way.
I just noticed while that lady was shooting her gun up in the sky, her crony that was standing right next, she was like shooting it like right next to his ear, and he doesn't flinch or anything.
Right.
Doesn't seem no phasing at all.
A small thing I like that the one of the thugs in it, he's like obviously an adult, but he has braces. I thought that was kind of cute.
Was that the guy
he
that
wasn't
got
cute?
Was
but
that the guy that got poisoned?
Yeah,
He had braces.
he wasn't
Maybe
cute,
it's
but
just
like
maybe
I
it's
don't
just
know.
like the actor had braces.
I hope so. Good for him.
Straighten his teeth out.
Get those
Yeah,
teeth fixed, you know?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, help her get the bag. You know?
Yeah, that's really I think all I mostly have to say. A lot of plot holes.
Yeah, it was really convoluted.
There's
It was fun to watch, honestly, but you know.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. It was definitely fun, and it went by fast.
it did.
It was an hour and a half, but it didn't feel like an hour and a half.
I don't know about the rewatchability of it.
I would never watch this again. Like
Yeah,
if it
never gonna
came
watch it
on
again.
and I was like cleaning the house, I probably wouldn't. No, I would change it.
The only thing I would want to watch in this again would be the gunfight in the car scene, because that shit was really cool.
Yeah.
Because you don't see that very often.
That's
Like
true.
that's a
Right.
unique scenario, because the guy in the back seat, you know, he's shooting at the driver.
Mm-hmm.
So if he shoots the driver, then the car's gonna crash. So that's like a whole predicament right there.
Right.
So, and then he has like a body that he's
Wait,
using
how
to
did you
shield
not see
himself.
her? So the movie's going on again in the background. We watched it. We always have it on again, muted. But how did you
Yeah.
not see her right then?
She's sneaky in the shadows.
One thing that's also
The
kind of
moonlight was literally on her.
it was. One thing that
What?
was kind of weird is like in the beginning, they give like everybody's backstory, like our sniper with the daughter, and then like the kind of they kind of give like a lot of maybe not backstory, but like a lot of lines and like some character.
Except for the hooker, because the
Oh, I'm
hooker.
glad this guy survived.
But-
this
but-
guy got out
yeah.
unscathed. He lost
Yeah.
his job though.
Because even the hooker, they're like, she's like, don't you want to know my backstory? And Nic Cage is like, no.
But that's
really.
what I'm saying. Like the first scene, the second scene with the cops in the car.
Yeah, you get to know them a little bit.
They build up their character and stuff, and then after that, it's like you don't know the thugs. It's like they stopped halfway and they were like, "Well, this movie really probably shouldn't be that long, so we're just gonna like, kind of hop to it."
Do we know what city in Mexico this is?
I don't even know that it's Mexico. One of the
Well, they're speaking Spanish.
They are, but one of the online things said that it could have been like Colombia.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, true.
So there's a lot of crime in Colombia. And he's taught, what was the city he talked about that those people got killed at? I can't remember, but I think that's in, you know.
I can't remember either.
Interesting.
Why she have makeup? It says she had makeup on.
But and why does she keep getting topless? Like you go, like she goes to fight the other, like I guess, like we don't know if she's a madame or whatever lady. Like, but then like they're in the hotel room fighting, and then like she's just topless again.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's not, I mean.
I don't think she had red lipstick on before. It didn't show her putting it on, did it?
It did. It did.
Oh, it
She
did,
was
okay.
putting on makeup.
Okay, call.
She
I was
did
just like, wait
put
a
on
minute.
makeup.
So this guy in the van, is he one of the gangsters as well?
No, I
He's just some random guy.
Yeah, but she says if you go back, then they'll kill you.
No, she's like, what did
Don't
this
come to try
cost
to-
you? And he's like, my job, because he was just working like
Yeah, but then
unloading food.
she goes on to say
Well,
that if
she
you go
said
back,
don't-
they'll kill you no matter what.
She says don't come back here to try to
Yeah,
help me.
yeah.
And I'm just like, why is she saying this? So clearly he just doesn't want anything to do with her anymore.
Yeah. And then she's like, they're gonna try to get you to talk, or you're gonna think like you can go and talk for money, and they'll just kill you.
Right.
I
My
mean,
guy's just like, leave me alone.
so
He's the real main character of the movie.
right. I want to know his backstory.
He just goes home to. He's got a.
What is his job?
He's got like 2 dogs.
Is
in
he
his
like delivering
apartment.
milk or something? He's got like milk.
He's got some sort of
Cartons.
delivery thing going
Produce
on.
delivery. I don't know. Black market.
I mean, it is the
milk.
middle of the night. He's delivering something, so he's probably doing some sketchy shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Tim, we were just talking about getting
D&D.
D&D going. As far as the DM thing goes,
Oh, yeah.
I've thought about this. I've decided that if we can't find a DM, that I'm willing to do it. However, I'm gonna do something I don't think it's allowed in the game, but we're gonna do it anyways because if I'm DM, I can make up whatever fucking rules I want.
Who made you DM?
who died made you DM?
Because like,
The last DM?
I mean, do you want to do it? Because it's a lot of work. Like it's like so much fucking work.
Yeah, probably not.
Which is why I haven't done it so far. But
I
anyways,
have a lot of time at work. I could just fuck around with it.
yeah, I mean, if you want to, because I was gonna say, what I was thinking about doing is not only being DM, but also having like an active character as DM. But the other characters don't know that character is the DM. So the DM almost has like has infiltrated the group, but the group doesn't know.
That sounds like a lot of work, but
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe I could do it. Like, if depending on what all entails, I could maybe be DM and work on it. Just like,
Like I was telling you though, that place right over there.
Yeah.
They do D&D campaigns.
Sure.
Where?
The
The store
game-
across the street, the game store.
The game store.
Oh,
It was
that's
right there.
cool.
Opened up soon, recently.
Right.
Speaking of
The guy
game
who-
stores,
The guy who runs it, I've known for a long time. Yeah, I've known for a long time.
Tim is opening up a game store. That's his tag right there. It's Vision Comics is the name of the
Nice.
store.
That's very cool.
He sent me a picture today of the their sign that they just had put up. I'll show you guys. It's really cool. It's kind of small on my phone here. It won't go sideways, but if I zoom in a little bit there, it's Vision
Oh, that's
Comics.
dope as hell.
yeah.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah, and he's right next to a cool looking tattoo shop.
Y'all should offer like some kind of like 2-for-1.
Yeah, are those tattoo guys? Are they cool? Of course they are. They own a tattoo
Yeah.
shop.
Tattoos.
Yeah, Tim, when do you think you guys are gonna open? Do y'all have a
Soft date.
yeah, tattoo guys are rad. That's a good combo. A comic book store right next to a tattoo shop.
It is. Well, I feel like a lot, maybe not a lot, but like I feel like
2 or 3 weeks. Hell yeah.
a lot of the people
Whoa, that's soon.
Plug it.
I know
Yeah.
that are into tattoos are into like gaming or vice versa.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
you
it's
can.
just the circles that I've been involved
Well, you can go to the
with.
comic book store and then go next door and get a Spider-Man tattoo.
Yeah.
Boom.
Or you can go to the comic book store and take your comic in and read it while you get tattooed.
There you go. You could even work something out with that tattoo shop where they get a discount for like,
Sure.
one thing or the other. Kind of work something out. Buy like, this much worth of goods here and maybe get a 10% discount next door or
have
something.
a tattoo from this place. You get a discount here.
Yeah, you can go back and forth. Yeah, that's marketing ideas right there, promotion stuff. 2 to 3 weeks, man. That's exciting. Good luck, man, and keep me updated on that for sure. Tim has been doing a show on here called The Witching Hour,
Witching hour.
and he talks about comics and stuff and his fantasy sports league. So let's gauge Cage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time to
Let's
gauge
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
Do I start since I wasn't here
Yeah,
last
Sure,
you go first.
yeah.
time? Oh, we had the shots.
Oh
of tequila.
yeah, another great part. He like finger guns at one point after he takes a shot.
Shots of tequila. He goes.
It's like pew pew pew.
It's,
Very-
it's one of those Nic Cages.
Very
and
much in the same vein as before he's hitting on a girl. He goes, from leaving Las Vegas.
I'm gonna buy you a drink.
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm gonna put him at a 4 for his performance, and then the movie like 2.5.
Okay.
Sure.
Panda.
Oh, I give the movie. I'm gonna go with 2.5 also. Yeah, 2.5 is okay. Nothing I'd rewatch. And Nicolas Cage. Sorry, get like a 3.5. Because he did. I mean, honestly, if he wasn't in this movie, and I think I said this about another one. If he wasn't in this movie, I would not want to watch it.
Unwatchable.
I would think it was trash.
We would have turned it off within the first.
There was,
like,
Yeah.
there was a point like in the beginning. I'm just like, when's Nic Cage?
When's
back
it-
up?
yeah.
When's it-
yeah, I was worried there at the beginning because he shows up. He's in the first scene pretty much, but then he's gone for like 15 minutes or so,
It's like
and
with
you're
Mom
just
and
like,
Dad.
You're like, oh my
You're
god,
like,
this is so
no.
slow. I don't know what's going on.
yeah.
So yeah. So what did I say? 2.5 for the movie, 3.5 for Nic Cage. You know, Nic Cage really, really is the only reason this movie gets any stars at all.
We love you, Nick. We love your watching.
Yeah, we love you, Nick, and you did good with what you had to deal with too. So, but he also, I think, was an executive producer. So,
On this?
yeah, I think so. That's what I saw in the credits.
Oh my
Don't. I mean, I
gosh.
could be.
Well,
Now there's a
with
chance I could be
executive
wrong.
producing, there's a lot involved with executive producing. He could have just been like,
Right.
he could have just
Funded it. Helped fund it.
Steered a lot of the story too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Ooh. Anyway.
I feel like with a lot of the movies that he does, it's probably just like directors that he knows or just people that he likes, especially like independent type people. And I bet that he just does these kind of as a favor to them, just to kind of be
Probably.
like, you know, he wants to see them succeed.
I think with this one, there's usually something that sticks out in the script for him. And I think with this, it was just like, he liked how each scene ended with somebody dying.
I think that's a cool concept.
Yeah, it was a cool concept.
Before it progressed into kind of like the shit show that it was,
Well, it was just
I
so
really was
confusing.
like, once
Yeah.
you said that, I was like, oh, that is a cool idea.
It was an interesting concept to work with. It wasn't
almost-
executed great, but it was an interesting concept.
Almost like that movie Amores Perros, where it's all kind of connected, but this one isn't nearly as good. But still, good job, Nic Cage. Brought the movie up.
Yeah.
Only reason he gets a star, and his performance, as always, really, you know,
He's a good thespian.
good thespian.
We learned that this week, is that
We
he's
did.
not an actor.
Nicolas Cage does not want to be referred to as an actor.
We do not call him an actor anymore.
He's a thespian.
He's a
He
thespian.
said he didn't like actor because it implies that he like lies
Yeah,
about like
and that he's a good liar.
He's
Yeah.
very honest.
Yeah. And then he preferred thespian because, you know. Sure. Anyway. Harold.
What are your ratings or gaugings?
oh
Yeah.
gosh. Well, this movie gets half a star out of 5. This movie fucking
Brutal.
sucks, man. The concept was good, and I feel like you really could have made that work, but it was just way too confusing. And I just like, if you guys weren't here, I would have no fucking idea like what the fuck happened,
Baby.
like at all. Like I would just be
Aw.
like, and I still kind of don't. But
What
that's-
do you mean?
but that's not my fault.
What do you mean?
I mean-
yeah, I guess, you know.
I can see that. I can see where once it gets to the game with the lady, it kind of gets, there's a breakdown and like, what? Okay.
I
it's
don't
fair.
know. And then the only reason it gets half a point is it did have a cool scene with the car chase scene, or not the car chase, but the car gunfight, like inside the car. That was dope. It had some titties in it, which is awesome. But they killed that hooker. She was my favorite hooker in this movie, and they killed her. She was a good hooker. She followed directions really well. You know, you lay out money, and he's like, go to the window. And she's like, okay. And then he puts out more money. Take off your top. Okay.
She 100% just sniffed him there.
And that's right.
We did talk about what do you think Nic Cage smells
Yeah,
like,
I
and she
was-
100% just like opens his shirt and sniffs it.
I mean, I would like to know what Nic Cage smells
She-
like personally. Like, I'd
She
like
wanted
to
to know
know.
the same thing, clearly. And she probably might not have been directed to do that. The actress was just like, I wonder what he smells like. Just sniffed him.
I think it's goat. Some
We gotta
very
find out.
inexpensive
Hey
cologne.
Nick, I know you're watching, Mr. Nic Cage. What do you smell like?
How would you describe your scent?
Yeah.
Your natural musk.
Your nasty. Is it must? Yeah. Please, I'm dying to know.
Yeah.
Going back to my favorite
Oh,
hooker,
Oh my.
Gigi, I think was her name.
Yeah,
Gigi.
Gigi.
he even told her to go across the street to an abandoned building. He's like, "Do you think you can get up on the roof?" And
That
she's
was
like,
really rude.
and she's like, "Okay." I mean, he paid her, and she did it. And like a good hooker, like she could have just run off with the money. But like a good hooker, she followed through, and she did it. And what'd she get for being such a good hooker? Stab in the neck.
She should have run away.
She should have
She
run
should have
away.
taken the money. Maybe she wasn't that good of a hooker.
She might
She
be
should have
the-
played her hooking cards better.
Yeah.
She should have sensed danger.
Hey, you're a hooker. What do you do? Oh, I hook.
Well, like when
Really good
someone
at
like
hooking.
the guy is being like really sketchy. He's like, look out the window, and who's in the car, and like what was that, and whose dick did you suck, and like all that shit. And
That's an actual thing, though. He does ask her, like,
basically does all that, yeah, right.
and then he's like, well, go across the street into the abandoned building and go up on the roof. That's when she should have been like, I'm going home now. I've worked
No
hard
thanks.
enough here. So yeah, she should have used her hooking senses better to sense the danger.
better luck next time, Gigi.
Oh, poor Gigi.
Also,
Gigi.
the only two people ever have a name in this movie are Gigi and Franco.
Yeah, Franco. Or do the two guys that come in to kill him
No,
at the
I
end
think
have-
the officer has a name.
like-
He does.
There's like Garcia or something. I remember
Yeah, so I'm
someone saying
wrong.
that
Never
name.
mind. Scratch that.
Some like
JK.
random name.
JK, guys. Anyway, so go on.
So that's pretty much all I really liked about the movie. Was like those two
Was
things.
Gigi and Nic
What about Nick Cage's finger guns?
That was cool. Well, of course, Nic Cage.
Okay.
I mean, he carried the whole thing.
He did. His
Um,
back must hurt.
Yeah.
His back hurts from years of carrying movies.
For real, though.
His performance, I'm also gonna go 3.5 out of 5. Not because he was bad or anything. It's just he really didn't have that much to work
He
with.
didn't.
Yeah.
His character
The stuff
wasn't.
he had to work with was good though.
His character wasn't particularly interesting to me.
No.
There aren't actually. I mean, he is in a good bit of the movie, but he isn't like as present as I would like him to be. So he did the best with what he had, and he did a really, really, really awesome good job with this fucking turd of a movie.
Yeah, and they really tried. I'm just now noticing, like, you keep seeing these windows with all like, and it's really dark lighting and almost
Yeah, they were trying to make it look noir too.
yeah, that, and I just realized that they were really pushing that for that neo-noir, with especially the lighting in the windows, but it really doesn't pan out very well, in my opinion. Anyway, that's just a small observation.
Oh, this asshole ringing the bell
He's
at
got
the
little
hotel
braces
desk.
on, though. He's cute. I think after he was ringing the bell, I was like, he deserves to die.
Yeah, we're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, stop ringing the bell, dude.
You're an ass.
Yeah, going into a hotel and just ringing the bell on the desk obnoxiously, and pulling the gun on the guy when he finally shows up.
He didn't just show up. He like backed with his hand or like broke a finger or something.
Oh, he took the bell away because he was being a fucking.
No, he take. I just watched it. He like takes the bell away and then like
Just
flips
fight
his
him over.
hand. Yeah, he like does some crazy like hand maneuvering. So yeah, I think so. 3.5 all around, and the movie
The movie didn't
was
do well for us.
it kind of fell flat a little bit.
Yeah, and we have one new segment that we're going to add to these shows now. It's a news segment, Nicolas Cage news. And I haven't made a little thing yet that was all like news, but that'll be in the future.
Oh,
I guess the whole thespian thing is part of
That's some recent news.
Yeah,
is
we
the
did
thespian.
kinda-
and then the Dracula thing could have been counted as news.
That's also news.
also, I
so
forgot we were doing this.
I guess mental note for next week is I'll just keep that stuff to myself.
No, you can talk about it. It's fine. There's another thing. This isn't like new news, but it is popping up on like all the top stories about Nicolas Cage right now. He gave up karaoke, which was his therapy, is what he said. Like,
What?
Yeah, he would go out and do karaoke, and someone leaked a video of him singing karaoke from 2019, and I guess it was embarrassing or whatever. So he has now vowed off karaoke. He doesn't do karaoke anymore because he considered it like a private thing, like a prayer. Is the
Well,
way
okay,
that
you're
he
doing
envisioned it.
karaoke, and you're doing it in a public place. I mean, respect Cage, but like at the same time, you're going out in public.
It was a very personal thing for him, and I guess he felt like he was being made fun of.
Oh,
for something that
Oh,
What do you think his
was.
go-to song was?
Nikki.
I don't know what his go-to song was, but the song.
If I could turn back time.
Some Cher?
Yeah, I don't know.
They
It just
said-
came to
He
my
actually
mind.
he has said in an interview he loves Cher. He was in a movie with Cher.
He was Moonstruck.
Yeah, he was in Moonstruck with Cher.
We were just jamming out to Cher last night.
We were.
I believe in life
Maybe
after
that's
life
what made me
after
think
life
of it
after
is
life
that we were jamming out to that.
It's a good song.
For Nic Cage, the unspoken rule of karaoke was violated.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Mm-hmm.
I hope maybe he can get past that and do it again.
Yeah, I mean, he has enough money. He could probably just go to Japan, where I think karaoke's like a huge thing, and he'd probably do it there with relative and why can't I say that?
Anonymity.
Anonymity.
The tape that got him, he was doing a punk rock version of
Dope.
Prince's Purple Rain.
Dope.
Hell yeah.
Well,
And it went everywhere, and I said, I'm not going to karaoke anymore.
well, get a karaoke machine for your own home. You can afford it. I feel like.
Karaoke's supposed to be private. It's like a prayer.
Well, and then
But
in
at
Japan
the
they
same
have those
time,
pods that
not
you
really.
can go in just with your friends, so it's not in front of a crowd. You can get like a small group of
He
people.
probably,
and
he
it's like
probably
a
does it at
room.
home. I bet he does.
I hope so. Don't give up on the things you love just because some asshole made fun of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
If
It's-
you enjoy it, enjoy it.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, plus he's Nic Cage. I mean,
But what would you do one night if you were just like let's say you went to LA or something, and like you went out to a random bar and they had karaoke and Nic fucking Cage shows up and he
Yeah.
starts singing a punk rock or anything
of
really.
Purple Rain.
But-
I would
Like what
go
would
crazy.
you do?
Yeah,
I mean-
especially that happens. There's a place in Nashville. I've told you about this place. It's called Santa's. You need to go
Oh,
there.
I wanna
when-
go there.
when you go out to that area. It's this dive bar in a really bad neighborhood in Nashville. I mean, Nashville doesn't really have like awful ghettos, but this is like the one block that
I
is
would-
like really, really bad, and it's a double wide trailer, and it's called Santa's because the guy that owns it apparently looks like Santa Claus, and they keep Christmas lights up like year round. They don't serve liquor; they serve all of their bottled and canned beer out of just like a regular like old like 70s refrigerator. Like they just have like a fridge there, and they just pull beer out. Everyone chain smokes in there, so you go in there and it's like super 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 smoky because you can do that in Tennessee, and they are known for their karaoke. That is like their big thing. And Ed Sheeran has performed there. Kid Rock goes there sometimes. It's like a thing that
Nicolas Cage, if you ever want to go to Santa's,
Yeah.
we're your people.
We'll go.
He'll show you around. We'll sing karaoke. I'll even get up there, and I never sing karaoke.
Yeah, so Santa's is one of those places like you can go there and you might just see somebody that you're like, oh shit,
Interesting.
that's fucking Nic
Yeah.
Cage.
Yeah, I want to go there so bad.
Yeah, we'll go there one day.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like my happy place.
we'll have some time off. So
There is some time off coming up. I don't know if we.
is that happening?
We'll talk about that off stream.
Yeah, off stream.
Yeah.
Yes, 'cause that means I can use my vacation days.
Well, yeah, we'll see how that goes because it's
Yeah,
complicated.
anyway.
It's
Well,
complicated.
Anyway. I want to know also what he took like in this scene where the guy like he poisons him, but he's
He just shows
frozen
him
and
some
shaking.
pills. I don't know what he gave him.
I
Some
know,
sort of-
but like, what is that?
some
Like,
sort of nervous,
Like a
Nerve.
neurotoxin.
some sort
Yeah.
of neurotoxin. I don't know.
he's Nick Cage,
He's a Nic Cage poison.
He really just killed him with his mind. Those pills were
That's true.
placebos.
probably. I
Mhm.
bet you're right. You're so smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anything else? I like the
I don't
Nick
have
Cage
anything
news
else, really.
section. I
Yeah.
think that's a good addition.
That's a good new thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
New news. I think that's it.
Yep. I'm also
Yeah.
going to be bringing back the Truth Hour. So our conspiracy theory show is going to be back. I stopped doing it for a while because it was just so much work. But there's so many conspiracies out there, and I've been working really hard on getting an intro video up for that. Oh, where'd that come from?
Is that mine?
I don't know. Ed Sheeran was just like, "What's up? Plug me."
We talked about Ed Sheeran a while back. It's just randomly.
I guess I
Anyway.
don't know. Truth
Yeah.
Truth Hour is coming back. We're still doing betting on balls. I've been playing with like video editing software, so I've got goofy little videos that I'm putting up on our YouTube channel. If you just go to the About tab on Twitch, all of our links are there: YouTube, Discord, Twitter. I try to put up my sports betting picks. Almost every day I put up like at least one pick. Usually NBA is what I like, and I've been doing pretty good. I'm on a hot streak right now, so might be worth paying attention to.
Hey.
I bet very, very small amounts of money. You know, sometimes cents at a time, sometimes like $1 or $2 or whatever.
What do you use again? Do you use
FanDuel is my favorite bookie right now because they have interesting promotions. Usually where it involves like building like parlays and stuff. And yeah, I've won like hundreds of dollars off of their promotions. A lot of them are like risk-free bets.
Yeah, for the NFL, there might be more interesting stuff coming up because playoffs are coming up. I don't know if they're going to crank up anything because of the playoffs or not.
Yeah, well, tomorrow they do TNT NBA Thursdays where it's, I think, a $10 risk-free bet. So those are my favorite ones. Where win or lose, you get your money back. The catch is that it's an in-site credit, and you only have a week to spend it. But I'm pretty good at spreading out that money. Like I basically just spread it out, and I end up like breaking even. But if you win that $10 bet, that's all cash money that you get to keep like in your pocket. So, and like I said, I'm in the green with that so far. Also, First Basket Fridays is this week. They don't do it every week. They kind of went away for a little bit, but First Basket Fridays is a great one where
You just bet who scores first.
yeah, which is a super risky bet. But if you bet like it's like $5 or $10 or something on whoever scores the first basket of the game, and if you win, if you hit it, you win like 50, 60, 70 bucks. If you lose, you get like $1 for each 3-pointer scored in the game. And so far, every First Basket Friday that I've played, they've scored at least 25. So I've always got my money back, even if I didn't guess correctly, which I have. So I love those promotions. Those are really cool.
Nice.
So yeah, we're active. We're out there. We're doing it.
Stuff.
We're kicking around the idea of doing a D&D campaign. That's going to be further down the line. But if anyone's interested in it, shoot me a message, or even if you want to participate, we can Zoom you in. And if you want to do a D&D thing, we'll try to get that rolling.
Cool.
Sweet. Well,
Thanks for watching us just talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming over, Elijah.
Yeah.
Panda, thanks for being amazing. She made snacks for us, like dinner.
Again,
She made a cowboy queso dip tonight.
That's the only reason we let her be in the streams.
Yeah.
That's not
Thanks.
true. Cowboy cheese dip, sausage balls. Thanks for a little Vindaloo here. I don't know if we introduced Vindy today,
I
but
don't know if we did, but people should already know.
yeah, Vindy's here.
The
She's,
star.
The real star of the
she's
show.
holding it down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, be good, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Cool. We didn't decide on